Welcome back, Power Leaders. Today, I am announcing the new series of the Power Leader podcast, something that I have been quietly building intentionally and with a level of psychological depth that leadership conversation rarely reach. A new series, but a necessary series. A series of leaders who are evolving faster than their environments. It is called The Change. Most people talk about leadership as if it is just a strategy. But real change, it is psychological. It is about identity. It's about emotions. And it exposes every part of a leader that still needs healing, maturity, and wisdom. Because leadership begins from within. In this series, I am breaking down the inner architecture of transformation, the resistance, the ego, the grief, the identity gap, and the emotional maturity required to lead when everything around you is shifting. If you are navigating through reinventions, if you are rebuilding your confidence after toxic leadership, if you are leading teams through uncertainty, if you are becoming someone you have never been before, this series will speak directly to you because change is not just something you manage, it is something you become. And here is what is coming inside the series. Episode 1, The Change Fatigue. Why leaders feel exhausted, overstretched, and emotionally overloaded during transformation. And how to rebuild your internal capacity so change doesn't break you. And episode 2, The Inner Architecture of Change. How the mind protects you from growth. We will explore the brain's threat response during transformation. Why leaders cling to old identities. How to build inner stability so change doesn't feel like a danger. This episode reveals the invisible forces shaping the leadership behavior. And episode 3, The Wisdom of Letting Go. Why every evolution requires a death. We will break down the grief cycle of leadership evolution. Why wisdom requires releasing outdated roles and beliefs. How to create space for the next version of yourself. This one becomes a bookmark for anyone in transition. And episode 4, Emotional Maturity in Times of Change. The leader's real competitive advantage. We will explore reactivity versus responsiveness. How emotionally mature leaders create a psychological safety. The difference between ego-driven and wisdom-driven change. This is the heart of your movement. And the fifth one is the identity gap. Who you are versus who you are becoming. We will explore why leaders feel lost during reinvention and how to lead while you are still becoming. This one is universal. Every leader feels this at some point. And the next one, the energetics of change. How leaders influence the emotional climate of a system. How leaders regulate the temperature of a culture. Why wisdom-driven leaders create calm in chaos. How psychological safety accelerates adaptation. And this is strategic, scientific, and deeply human. This is a series that will make you think, reshape your ideologies, lead and evolve. And the first series will drop soon. The Change Fatigue. Take close. Your evolution is already in motion. We will have sub-series based on viewers' feedback and questions and comments. This is the Power Leader podcast, and I am your representative and your connector. And I want to tell you one truth. You are not alone. You can become a powerful leader. You can overcome every negative situation. I am your voice when the world tries to silence you. I am your representative when the system fails to protect you. I am your guide when the path feels unclear. I am stepping out of the one-on-one role of the mentor and guide and stepping into the role of a guide for every leader who is ready to rise, for every young professional who dreams of becoming a wise, authentic leader, for every employee who has carried the weight of negativity, disrespect, and dismissal and needs words that heal but not harm. For every organization that wants to build a resilient, human centered culture rooted in service, integrity, and emotional maturity. For every person who has been told to be strong without ever being taught how to heal, I am here for the ones who are rebuilding themselves quietly, for the ones who are evolving faster than their environments, for the ones who know they were meant to lead differently, with wisdom, with courage, and with humanity. My voice is not just mine anymore. It is the voice of every leader who was overlooked, every employee who was mistreated, every young mind searching for a model of leadership that doesn't require losing yourself, every heart that still believes leadership can be ethical, compassionate, and transformative. I am here to help change your life, your career, your leadership philosophy, not by force, but by awakening the truth that is already inside you. And if nobody has ever told you this, you deserve to lead without fear. You deserve to grow without apology. You deserve to become the leader that your younger self needed. I am here to walk that journey with you, not above you, not ahead of you, but besides you.